Hey, what's up, everybody? It's New to Kicks. It's been a minute. Haven't been really uploading anything, not much other than the Arts and Rec stuff from the other day. But I've had a lot going on, and it's not like it matters anyway for my handful of followers. So New Balance, I always talk about. I don't really want to broaden my sneaker purchases as far as brands go because it's just going to get more expensive if I start liking multiple brands. I stick with the Nike Jordans. I stick with the Nike SB Dunks. For the most part, maybe might spread out to like Air Maxes every now and then, but for the most part, it's Jordans and Dunks. But I've been meaning to give the New Balance brand a chance just to have like a comfortable like everyday shoe. So let's see what this is. This is the Absorb 2000. When I first saw this model, it was the first one that I was like, just the outsole caught my attention, and I was like, yeah, that looks kind of comfortable. Let me check that out. And based on some of the other reviews from other content creators, it's a pretty comfortable shoe. Now they started coming out with multiple colorways after the initial drop, and so I believe this was like the second colorway to drop. And so when I saw it, I thought I'd enter a raffle and try to hit. So it's typical New Balance style. You've got the mesh upper with these overlays, and it seems like really thin, like a plastic type of overlay. It's almost like paint. You know what I mean? It's a very thin overlay. I guess it's some type of plastic or rubber plastic material. If you can see that, it's semi-translucent here. So yeah, very thin material here. But you got the outsole that's got these kind of like pods, if you will. Now I did try it on, so you'll see that it's got a little bit of dust and dirt. And so yeah, man, I just wanted to got that hard plastic on the arch. I just kind of wanted to give these a try. So I don't know if anybody's thinking about purchasing the New Balance 2000. This is what they look like. And some of the reviews that I saw mentioned that like this part, because it's very like sticky rubber, like it's that type of rubber. I don't know if I can give like an example. I know we've all grew up with toys, so this rubber here. Yeah, like the dust and dirt really sticks to this, so regular cleaning after you wear is probably going to be a thing. But yeah, trying them on, they were pretty comfortable. Not like insanely comfortable, but they're pretty comfortable, right? So the other shoes that I want to try are the On Cloud. I've been hearing a lot of great reviews on those, and I mean, even from personal like friends of mine that have purchased before they got really popular, actually. And so I actually been thinking of trying that shoe for quite some time. But this is my first New Balance purchase. And there's another New Balance that I'm definitely going to purchase. I've had my eye on for a while, and I'm just going to pull the trigger on them. I really like them. And I won't say too much because I'm going to do a review on those. But anyway, here's the New Balance 2000. You've got this, again, typical New Balance design with the mesh upper, the overlay type of deal. Usually they have something coming across the toe box. So here it's off to the side, like over the big toe, if you will. This is one of the more, in my opinion, one of the more simple designs that New Balance has come up with. Some of their like overlay stuff, like with the leather overlays that they have, is pretty intricate. This is pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, you've got this Absorb foam midsole. That the outsole is kind of more of a harder rubber. But yeah, pretty damn comfortable when I tried it on. And one of the other reviews, they kind of mentioned that these spaces here, you'll get like rocks caught up inside. So not really a trail shoe. I wouldn't use this like to go hiking or, anything like off of pavement. Probably a good, maybe a track shoe. You got those like, foam rubber tracks, sidewalk, basically anywhere where it's not like gravel or, dirt, rocks, not out in nature. really wouldn't use this out in nature, especially because it's white. You got the mesh. It's just going to get extremely dirty if you do that. So, yeah. But for me, this is going to be like maybe a Costco run, something like that. You know, go to the grocery store. Catch me in Whole Foods like a yuppie or something, right? But not a bad shoe. Depending on your opinion, you can decide whether if it's a good looking shoe, not a bad looking shoe, or a dad type of shoe. But pretty cool. Again, I saw the outsole on the images and I was like, yo, that looks pretty comfortable. Let me finally pull the trigger on a pair of New Balances. So just wanted to do this quick little, you know, review for you guys. Yeah, not the best review, just a quick one. I'm gonna getting ready to do my lace swap video for the Arts and Rec SB trainer, but wanted to get this one out the way. So yeah, that's that. Little something for y'all. New to Kicks out.